audio business, one of the specialties that I've gravitated to over the years is rigging, and rigging sound systems, hanging them from the ceiling. No, not like that, but like in arenas, stadiums, outdoor events, any place that we're hanging a sound system, pointing it at the audience, that's where I'm involved. And because I've done so much of that, years ago, I became a certified arena rigger. Now, I was very lucky to work with some of the best riggers in the country, guys that really taught me a lot. And the thing about rigging, much like me, is that it doesn't care about your feelings. Rigging is about mathematics, engineering, and the manufacturer's recommendations for their products. That's really the nucleus of it. Rigging doesn't care how you feel. See, in the audio business, people always want to tell you how they feel. Well, I feel it should be this, and I feel it should be that. You know what? Me and the chain and the weight limit doesn't care how you feel. You know, give me some numbers. We need some pounds. We need some limits. We need some loads. You know, give me some numbers. Put it in the machine. This is what we know. Or the old Pythagorean theorem on the chalk. Kicking it old school, we could do like that. But I had some time when I was working just as a rigger, and boy, that is just some good time. Because the thing about rigging, you're never really done. The client always wants to change their mind. Can we move this banner? Can we do this thing? Can we do this? It's really a never-ending thing, because nobody could get their act together and come in prepared and have a clear understanding of what it is that they're trying to execute. Now, some of my favorite times working as a rigger was showing up at a hotel ballroom, and this fella declined my offer to take the wheel boards off his speakers before we put them up. And I asked him a second time, "Are you sure?" "All right." And I don't know how that turned out because I didn't do the loadout. And those are your favorite ones, where you just do the load in, you go, "Oh boy, I wonder how this is going to turn out." And that happened to me in Hollywood, Florida. I show up at a ballroom that I've never been to before. And as soon as I walk in, I look around, I said, "Oh man, got some low ceilings in here." Client walks in, and she's very aggressive and assertive, and abruptly hands us the rigging plot that we're going to use for the day. She's with her lighting people. And she says, "This is how I want this done, to my plot, to my specifications." And she walks out of the room. Well, I open this thing, look at it, and look around, look at what they want to do. I walk right after her, said, "Hey, you want to come back in here, recesses?" She says to me, "I'm the expert. I'm telling you how it's going to be." And that's it. And she said some other nonsense to me. I said, "All right, whatever." Walked back in and executed her plan. And yeah, we're on a 4-hour call there. So I go back to the production office. I said, "Hey, you want to take a look at what we hung in this ballroom for you?" And she goes, "Did you do it to my specification?" I said, "Just how you wanted it." And she goes, "No, I don't want to see it." I said, "All right, so we're leaving, right?" And we left. And this is exactly how I left it. Unbelievable. Now, you know, in Florida, there's a lot of things you'd rather do in the afternoon than go back and and deal with someone's rigging fiasco. I told my boss about it. He did something, sent somebody back. I don't really know how it turned out, but I know this. The very next day, it got sent down to a ballroom in Miami. The exact same thing happened, but this time I wouldn't let him do it. I insisted the client take a look at this, and we got to make some changes. But well, when you're rigging, you never know what you're in for.